Episode 16 of Bleach's 1000-Year Blood War arc is without a doubt one of the best and perhaps one of the more action-packed episodes we've gotten thus far in Core 2. We get several amazing scenes involving a variety of characters that did not get that much scene time within the manga. Shinji is without a doubt the main man in this episode as we finally get to see him in action using his Bankai in a fantastic anime-exclusive scene. However, Shinji's Bankai reveal has been met with mixed reactions, with some fans absolutely loving it and others saying that the Bankai was underwhelming. So, in this video, I'm going to discuss the nuances we get about Shinji's Bankai as well as its inherent strengths and weaknesses, which I shall highlight towards the end of this video as I give my 2 cents on where I rate the Bankai on a scale of 1 to 10, so stick around till then if you wanna find out. For starters, I think it is important to mention that Shinji's Bankai reveal is actually anime exclusive material and it is not contained in the Blood War arc manga material. Instead, the details of this mind-blowing scene have been expertly adopted from the details in the Can't Fear Your Own World novels where Shinji uses his Bankai to crush his enemies. The scene begins with Shinji confronting a large group of Quincy soldiers. Shinji informs them that the tide of the battle is about to turn and tells them that their gathering in large numbers will be their undoing. In an incredible sequence accompanied by an equally awesome soundtrack by Sagisu, Shinji then goes forth and activates his Bankai, Sakashima Yokoshima. It is important to note that Shinji's Zanpakuto is already in Shikai, which explains its appearance as a large staff with a ring on its hilt before he releases his Bankai. However, when his Bankai is activated, Shinji's Zanpakuto Sakanade adapts a form almost identical to its Shikai, with the only difference being that the tip of its blade is replaced by a sharper ring which matches the one at the base of its hilt. The camera then pans away from Shinji and then rotates away in an impressive edit that perfectly mixes 2D and CG and complements the inverted nature of his Bankai. After the release, Shinji is seen standing on top of a large golden flower construct which then closes around him for the duration of his Bankai. The top of the golden flower then releases a pink mist which then spreads towards the soldier and transmits the Bankai's powers. We learn that Shinji's Bankai, Sakashima Yokoshima, which when translated means Reverse 8 Evil Treasure Blockade, is a wide area Bankai that has an ability called Yokoshima Happofusagiri, which indiscriminately inverts the perception of friend and foe within the minds of those within its range. This power causes the Quincy soldiers to fire their arrows at each other and kill themselves without hesitation, and this quickly wipes out the large group of them that had assembled to fight Shinji. As the soldiers turn on each other, Shinji notes that he has to be careful using his Bankai because he is the only one that is not affected by its power. HIRAKO'S states that he cannot use his Bankai when his allies are within range because it may also cause them to turn against each other if he were to use it recklessly around Sereitei. This confirms why he chooses to release it when there are only Quincy soldiers around and no other Shinigami is in the vicinity. Although Shinji makes light work of the soldier using his incredible Bankai, I like the fact that the anime considered the soldier that much of a threat to warrant Shinji to use his Bankai. It speaks volumes as to the seriousness of the Stanrita invasion and gives a glimpse of just how difficult the coming battles of the anime might be. All in all, Shinji's Bankai looks quite amazing and is perhaps one of the most unique Bankais we've seen in the entire Bleach story. But like any other power, we have to analyze some of the merits and demerits this weird power has. One of the first merits about HIRAKO'S Bankai is that it enables him to easily fight a large group of enemies by himself. From episode 16, we see even Vice Captain struggle fighting against a soldier, which speaks to their power level as opponents, and it makes sense that Shinji chooses to use his Bankai against them since although they are weak enemies for Captain class Shinigami, the soldier would have been troublesome to fight in their large numbers. Another observable merit of the Bankai is that it seems to protect Shinji when activated, as we initially see the golden flower close up around him and act as a shield as the soldiers begin to attack each other. On the flip side, Perhaps one major weakness of Shinji's Bankai is its wide area capabilities, which make it unusable when allies are around because it may cause them to perceive each other as enemies. Additionally, it seems Shinji's Bankai is mainly designed to work best against enemies in a group setting. It looks as though the Bankai will not be as useful fighting one-on-one with a stronger enemy. All in all, Shinji's Bankai scene does his character a great deal of justice, as my man had got very little screen up to this point of the arc. Personally, I would give Shinji's Bankai a 7 out of 10, and this is mainly because of its limiting wide area capabilities, which make it a bit hard to use frequently or in one-on-one fights. So at this point of the video, I would like to turn over this discussion to the audience. What were your thoughts about Shinji's Bankai? I'm curious to hear your views and what rating you would give it out of 10, so let's continue this discussion in the comment section. Remember, if you did like the video, subscribe, like, and share so that this video can reach the millions of Bleach fans out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.